Welcome back to Andy Holding Speed Figures YouTube channel. Andy Bate here with my take on the 10 to follow. My first choice will be Shishkin Pour Soir. He looked to have the 2 mile chasing crown at his mercy last year before a last minute injury ruled him out of running at Cheltenham. I fully expect him to have a couple of races at Leopardstown, firstly over Christmas, then on to the Dublin Racing Festival, before he goes back to Cheltenham to put the wrongs right from last year. He may well then go on to Punchestown, so presents him with 4 possible Grade 1 chase victories. My second choice will be Easywork. A fine second to the mighty Envoi Allen in the Neptune Hurdle last year, he had already shown the necessary speed to be competitive over 2 mile as well. He made his chasing bow at Navan on Sunday, and to me he just looked a far more relaxed horse than he did last year, and he only had to be nudged out to be beating a decent yardstick in Embittered. I see him filling the void that Envoi Allen, the races he doesn't go to, whether that be the 2 mile or the 2.5 mile route, I think either distance will be alike to him. Third choice, and on everybody's list no doubt, will be Envoi Allen himself. His performance at Down Royal was nothing short as smooth as silk. It was like he didn't even take off at some of his fences. Surely an unbeaten season beckons again. My fourth choice will be Honest Vic. Now, he may only have beaten handicappers at Cheltenham on his seasonal debut, but he did so in a manner of a horse who looked to me that can make the step up to graded company. His first foray into graded races may well come in a couple of weeks' time at Newbury. And given that he has form at Ascot and at Cheltenham, a good showing at Newbury may well then lead to contesting the long walk at Ascot before possibly going on to the Stayers Hurdle itself, sponsored by Paddy Power, I think, this year at the festival in March. My next choice will be Honeysuckle. Now, she's an admirable and tough mare who, like Envoi Allen, is actually still unbeaten. And in the heat of battle, whether it's about class or just absolute sheer determination and will to win, she always seems to find a way. Likely to start in the Hatton's Grace Hurdle. She'll then probably take in a race at the Dublin Racing Festival again, the Irish Champion Hurdle, before defending her mare's crown at the Cheltenham Festival itself. My next choice will be Kildisart. Now, like most of Ben Pauling's string last year, he was under a cloud. That was until he finished a fine second to the conditional at the festival. On ground again that he wouldn't have liked. He raced a few times on heavy ground last year and it just doesn't seem to suit him. Given some good spring ground, I can well see him making up into a Grand National contender. But well before then, I think he's a major player in the Ladbroke Trophy itself at Newbury, where the ground doesn't normally get too soft. My next choice will be Latest Exhibition. He only went down by the narrowest of margins in the Albert Bartlett last year, proving that he has stamina in abundance. He made his chasing bow a couple of weeks ago, and what I liked the most about this performance was the way that he was nimble at his fences. When he was in close, he still found a good technique, and when he did make a slight mistake, he was still very quick away from his fences. I can see him bumping into Envoi Allen along the way over 2.5 mile, but at the end of the season I think he'll be contesting the big 3 mile novice chases. My next choice is Real Steel. He really caught my eye in the Gold Cup last year. A 50 to 1 unconsidered chance. He actually almost landed level 2 out with the main protagonists, only fading up the hill to be beat 7 lengths. All of his best form in Ireland was right-handed, so I can see him developing into a King George horse, and then maybe contesting some of the graded races at Ascot after Christmas. His target before Christmas may well be, well, if it was me placing him, I'd probably go for the Peterborough Chase at Huntingdon. My pick for the top hurdling division will be St. Roir, a really classy winner of the county hurdle last year. Yes, okay, he probably needs to brush up his jumping somewhat, But in a recent interview, Willie Mullins described his piece of work before the festival as electric, and given the calibre of horse that he sees at the gallops at Close Sutton, that is a really high recommendation. My final choice also is a Willie Mullins horse in the shape of She Wears It Well. Now, she's yet to be tested in 3 starts, but that's likely to change, as a next intended target could well be the Royal Bond, where she takes on the boys. A win there, or even a really good showing, she's likely to start on the path to contesting the top 2 mile novice events. But even if that doesn't come to fruition, I'm sure that she can drop back and she'll be cleaning up all of the graded mares races, both sides of the Irish Sea, probably culminating in winning the Grade 2 mares race at the Cheltenham Festival. So there you have it, my 10 to follow for the forthcoming National Hunt season. Whatever choices you make, good luck with them, and obviously good luck with any and all of your betting. Please check back in with us at andyholdingspeedfigures.co.uk for future videos as the jump season develops.